So last night, Schumer and Pelosi go and talk to Donald Trump. They get a deal that they're going to let the Dreamers stay in the country, and it's not going to be tied to the wall. And look, Schumer and Pelosi didn't brag much about it. They just put out the statement that, hey, great, we have a deal. And Trump didn't deny it. He agreed with it until, of course, he got what I'm about to show you, which is fire and fury, as he would put it, from the right wing. And then there was Schumer was caught on a hot mic. So this is not him bragging because he doesn't know that he's on the mic. And he was in the Senate, and here's what he said.
Sorry, just got here. Anything new?
No. Okay, can I get
He likes us. He likes me anyway. Look, what we said was exactly accurate. Here's what I told him. I said, Mr. President, you're much better off if you can sometimes step right and sometimes step left. If you have to step just in one direction, you're boxed. He gets that. Oh, it's going to work out, and it'll make us more productive, too.
I don't know about the Democrats being more productive that way. But anyway, it was a good deal for Schumer and Pelosi. I want to give him credit for that. And that's him just talking to a colleague that doesn't realize the mic's on, saying, yeah, he kind of likes me. Which of course makes the right wing even more angry. So that brings us to Ann Coulter. She tweets, at this point, who doesn't want Trump impeached? She's gonna have a lot more later. Then we go to Joe Walsh, former Republican congressman, current lunatic. He says to Sean Hannity, no, because Sean Hannity was kind of defending him. If true, blame Trump. GOP sucks, but if Trump caves on amnesty and the wall, that's on him. Quit coddling him. Again, if true, he says. Then we go to Steve King. Ooh, he's just getting warmed up. He says, if AP is correct, Associated Press, Trump base is blown up, destroyed, irreparable, and disillusioned beyond repair. No promise is credible. Then we go to Lou Dobbs, Lou Dobbs, he loves the president so much, so I could feel his heart breaking in this tweet. Schumer is an ideologue devoid of integrity. The Dreamers are Dim's problem. You promised to make American dreams come true. Hashtag America first. So not angry as much as he is sad. And then of course, Breitbart with Amnesty Don, report Trump caves on DACA. Oh, Ed to Bannon. So I suppose that's not super surprising. But wait, we're just getting warmed up. Let's go back to Steve King. Now, this Steve King is the most virulently anti-immigrant, anti-Latino racist in Congress. And he's the guy who came up with the insane theory that Mexican people have quote unquote cantaloupe calves because they drag so much marijuana around in the desert. Okay, so let's hear from this genius.
Congressman, what does this mean for the Republican Party? If the president protects the Dreamers or has a deal with Pelosi and Schumer to protect the Dreamers, and the wall that he promised really is refurbishing old fences.
Well, what it means is that the base will leave him. They won't be able to defend him anymore. If we don't build a wall all the way through, then the rest of it is subject to prosecutorial discretion. His, as was under Barack Obama's, or the next president. So I think something's going to have to be reversed here with this president's policy, or it'll just blow up his base. I mean, this was a straight-up promise all the way through his campaign. I don't think it's unclear to anybody what those campaign promises were, but it looks to me like he's preparing to keep Hillary Clinton's campaign promise rather than his own.
Damn. Whoa, that's fighting words. But he's not even done. Let's keep going.
He also said that he and Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell agree on Dreamers, and 92% agree on that. I think that's his favorite number. I remember him using that number also when we were discussing the health care issue on a totally different thing. So, no, I don't think 92% agree on this at all. I'd say about 80% of his base agree with me that we cannot reward lawbreakers. If we do that, then we get more lawbreakers.
Damn, he just called him a liar. He's like, I think he made that 92% number up. I thought I saw that in another story that he made up. Yeah, that's right. He makes up numbers all the time. But now that he disagrees with you on an issue, he's like, did you know the president's lying? Did you know that he breaks promises? Oh, you figured that out, did you, Sherlock? Okay, and he can't leave the topic without pouring a little salt in wounds. It's like, now remember how much I hate immigrants. Watch.
Oh, we had a protest day before yesterday here in the Capitol. Dreamers coming out demanding that we give them amnesty. Well, what do lawbreakers have what right do they have to make demands of the duly elected officials from the citizens of the United States of America? They should, if anything, they ought to be at least pleading for it, not demanding.
It's these lowly people, they're going to demand things of us. You know, these lawbreakers, some of them came when they were babies, some of them came when they were 2, or, I mean, even if you're 13, you really like, hey, mom, dad, I got a great idea. Let's go over to America and go through this deadly track in the desert, etc. No, it was not their decision to make, but he's like, well, if you want to stay, you should be begging me. Oh, F off, Steve King, you piece of crap. This is the same guy who talked about protecting our, like that whites had to have more babies to protect the culture. He's not only is he not a sophisticated thinker, that's a hilarious thing to say in the light of Steve King, but he doesn't hide his racism very well. He just, like, they barely concealed it, oftentimes just simply not concealed. Anyway, other racists who are also furious at Trump about this, we go back to Ann Coulter, who in the past has warned about the browning of America. She said, put a fork in Trump, he's dead. Damn. She also said, if we're not getting a wall, I'd prefer President Pence. Shots fired. I'd just like to remind folks what the title of Ann Coulter's last book was, In Trump We Trust. Oops. How did trusting Trump work out for you? We told you. All right, Mark Krikorian is some sort of anti-immigrant zealot that Trump used his think tank. That's hilarious. Anyway, his one thought tank during the campaign. Now he's also disillusioned. He said, I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. I'll at least give him that was funny. He then said, Schumer is a used car salesman. Trump is the sucker who walks in and says, I've got to have that car. I love these guys when Trump disagrees with them. Finally recognize, like, I wonder if Trump's not that bright. Of course, that's what we've been telling you. Okay, and one more from Krikorian, no, 2 more from Krikorian. Last one's gonna be terrible. All right, here we go. Still might be good to burn a few MAGA hats in front of the White House just to emphasize the point. Damn, oh, I love it. They're burning their little red hats. Oh man, what are you gonna do without them? The only headgear you're gonna have is little white hoods. Did I say that out loud? Oh my God, that's so unacceptable. Okay, my favorite though is the last one from Mark Krikorian. Donald, but with the Latino exclamation points. That is the worst insult a right winger can give somebody. He just called him a Latino. But by the way, don't worry, they're not racist. If you like this video, you probably like independent media. The best way to support independent media, become a member of the Young Turks. tytnetwork.com/join.